Alright. Good morning, YouTubers. Good morning, subscribers, or whenever you might be watching this. We are at Camp Creek Wash again. I wanted to revisit this because I did a video when I went out with Adrian, Arizona Desert Dog, last weekend, and we got into some sand wash. And this place had actually stole my mic last time I was here. So I put another mic in and I positioned it a little bit different, and my wife did some heat glue stuff, and it worked really well, but it was in the wrong position and you really couldn't hear anything I said. So today I'm gonna do Camp Creek Wash, and I found out when I did Chiefs Bridge, and I see the sign there now. I didn't ever notice that before. It is part of the Great Western Trail, which is pretty cool. So, but I'm going to talk about doing some sand wash stuff, and the difference between sitting up here and sitting in the middle and then sitting in the back. When you get in the sand, this is where you want to be. It gets the front end up out of the sand and then puts more traction to the rear to dig into the sand and get you moving. So we're going to do that this morning, and then after that I'm actually going to go do Table Mesa Road backwards, the other way. Turn the key on. Trying to turn my music up just a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to start out. I hope I don't crash, but I am sitting frontwards toward the front, and that's kind of what you want to do in the corners a little bit. Of course, you all know it takes me a while to warm up, so I hope I don't crash sitting up this far forward. Well, it gives you a lot less traction in the rear. It doesn't really pick the front end up out of the sand. I'm going to go into this deep stuff here. And it makes it harder to hang on and maneuver. And you see the front end washing around and wobble like that. It was a really good example of it. And you tend to go slower because you're wibble wobbly and bobbling. I'm doing the habit of keeping a consistent throttle on, and a lot of times when you get into the sand, when you let off, your front end dives, so you dig down. This is pretty wet though, so it's really hard to. It's nice to pack down pretty good. Here's some deep stuff. But see, you got less control and less gas out. See, the front end wants to stay down in there. Okay, so now I'm gonna go. I'm not even gonna do the middle like I said I was. I'm gonna lean back, and it's amazing, but gas is your friend. So keeping a consistent throttle through it and leaning back a little bit, and your front end stays right up out of it. I'm still leaning back. But keeping a consistent throttle, you just kind of float over it. Try to get in some deep stuff here. Coming out. Here we go. Deep stuff over here, and you kind of just float through it. See how I floated on top of it instead of digging into it. Middle looks just soft here. So even in the attack position, when I'm standing up, my butt is back over the bottom of the seat with a consistent throttle. You see the front end just floats on top. Right on top. Now if you let off, it kind of digs in. See how it just starts to wobble around a little bit. Here's some deep stuff right here. Get on top of it and see you float up and you pull right out of it a little bit better. Still sitting back, guys. Still sitting back. Still sitting back. Let it float on top. All the way. Light grip too, not death gripping it. Just a real light grip on there. Stay in the groove. Damn mirror. See, when I slow down, just to fix my mirror, I start doing that wobble. Even sitting back a little bit, when you let off, your front end's gonna come down. Slow it on top. I might just take that damn mirror off. The turns, consistent throttle, keep the front end up, and then when you let off, you find the hard spots to let off, and the nice rock, and the soft spots, you want to be back on your throttle a little bit. Alright, that's all I got for you. I'm gonna concentrate. We need my inside lines and then push. Always got to be prepared to get up out of your seat quick. Straight through, lean back, give it some gas. Nice, that was deep sand. Oh, you see that in the camera. More deep sand. I'm gonna switch sides. I'm sitting all the way back, brothers and sisters, all the way back. I'm still, even though it's kind of hard packed right here, I'm still sitting back there. Just keep the weight biased toward the rear, one for traction, too. Keep the front end up out. There's some deep sand. See, I kind of push there. The sand. On the gas, let it float, let off in the hard stuff. Use, stand up, get out of the whoops. The bike underneath you too, pushing and turning and weaving and wobbling. Hard pack, decelerate, go up a little bit. Soft stuff, lean back, get on the gas. It's nice and steady gas. When you decelerate, if you're leaning back, you're still not digging the front end in too bad, as if your weight would be in the front. Hard pack, scoot up a little bit. Soft. Try to stay in the grooves the best you can. Usually if you're in sand, there's usually a groove somewhere soft. See, I still had the soft whoop. I had to lean back, but my ass is up off the seat. Now if you can see my shadow, I am all the way back. I couldn't decide which way to go last time. This washboard, you really gotta be up off your seat. Steady throttle. Because this is soft and the whoop sand board wash, kind of all mixed together. Straight across this deep stuff. Nice hard pack groove. Slow down a little bit until you see the soft sand. I'm still leaning back though, all the way. Sand sometimes gonna want to take you where it wants to take you. Try not to fight it, kind of thing. Just let it go. Let the bike. I mean, it's a pretty wide trail, so you can do more leaning than actually trying to turn it. how it kind of pulled me into that little rut. Let it go, stay back, light grip on the throttle, steady, consistent throttle position. There's some deep stuff. Like I said, try to find a groove to be in. Decelerate before the sand. That way you can stay on the throttle a little bit. If I see a camera hanging in any of these trees, let me know. See how it kind of pulled me a little sideways? Didn't turn it, just gave a little bit of gas. Just let it wibble wobble if you need to. Sides. So everybody's like, yes, grip it, rip it. Well, there's kind of, you got to do something when you rip it and grip it. Not just rip it and grip it. You got to kind of body positioning. I was gonna go slow and kind of look at some of these trees, see what I saw on my camera, but I don't have too much fun. Back, just glide over it. Steady, consistent throttle speed. Whoop-de-doos, get your butt up, but still stay back. Turn. Basically, this whole ride so far, my butt has been right in front of my cargo pack. Ooh, that was my wife. Got a treat for you guys. I hope you think it's a treat. I do. I'm so proud of my wife, Miss Karen. We went to Seven Springs yesterday, so there's a little staging area trailhead before, like 5-6 miles before the Seven Springs campground. So I unloaded there with my XR100 or XR80. Put the camera on her helmet. Got a mic wired in for her helmet now too. And let her do her first moto vlog. So we'll get that up there too. to apologize to everybody, my subscribers. Thank you all for subscribing and watching my videos. You know what? I went out with Adrian last week, and he does some beautiful videos. And basically all I could do is have Karen do some videoing of the one, and I just texted it to him from my phone, little bits and pieces of it. But he did a real good job editing and putting some of my stuff in his video. But I just want to apologize for not putting in the time and the effort that these guys do to do this real super high quality editing and music and clipping and just all that stuff. I just don't have time for it. I work 11-hour days, Tuesday through Friday. Saturday is only an 8-hour day, my short day. But so Sundays are Karen's day. They are for her, whatever she wants to do. If she wants to go ride, I am more than happy to go ride with her. I love it. Shopping or just laying around, whatever she wants to do. That's her day. That is my day I committed to my wife. And then she works Monday, I'm off Mondays, so that's why I do all my riding on a Monday. I want to ride. I don't want to go home and sit there and edit. I certainly don't want to do it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. I'm just too tired and I want to relax with my wife. So I just download them, post them, call it good. So I want to thank everybody for watching and subscribing. For now, that's the best I can really do for y'all. Just take you on my ride and try to get whatever tidbits of advice I can conjure up that are worth anything. Heartland Dual Sport found me through Adrian, Arizona Desert Dog, and he subscribed to my channel, and I watched his latest video, and it really goes, and he's got a cool thing going on. I don't know where he got it from or what's going on, but it's called Game of Nines. So he called out Tyler Everride, and he called out Colorado Dual Sport, which are two of my favorites. I'm calling out AZ Desert Dog to do Game of Nines as well. And Hermit, he didn't mention Hermit, but I'm calling out Hermit too. Hermit, you gotta do the Game of Nines. It's 9 questions. So when I do, because as soon as I get to Bartlett Lake Road here, I'm gonna head over to Table Mesa, backside where it comes in at Ranger? No, Constructor. I'm gonna head to do Table Mesa Road backwards. Sounds like fun. I'm trying to do this and get to Karen's work by lunch. Getting it, soft. Lean back, pick your line, lean back. Soft, steady, consistent throttle speed. See, this is deep. You just kind of flow right through it. Game of 9. So it's 9 questions. And when I get to the dirt road part of Seven Springs Road, I'm going to do it. Adrian, calling you out, brother. You got to do it. You don't have to, but it's a pretty cool moto vlog. Tells everybody a little bit about yourself and what your background is and kind of things you've done. Alright, that's Cat Creek Wash, folks. This is Bartlett Lake Road, I think it's what, or Bartlett Dam Road. It goes to Cave Creek Road. You turn left and you go to Cave Creek. You turn right and it takes you to turns into Seven Springs Road. Seven Springs Campground. Basically it's a dirt road. It's part of the Great Western Trail as well. And I'm going to pick up Table Mesa Road from there. You can take that all the way to Bloody Basin Road, and then if you turn right at Bloody Basin Road, it takes you to Sheep's Bridge. It's pretty cool, and that's a historic site, so it's still there. Sheep's Bridge, and if you go the other way, it takes you to Bloody Basin I-17. We're not going that far. I did it once. It's a long ride. I'm going to hit Table Mesa Road, and I'll see you on the flip side.